he said, one of the most powerful forces reshaping markets will be the production and provision of products and services ever closer to the point of demand. There's a lot packed in a small number of words there, but if you just think about what that means relative to what Jack spoke about, some of the opening examples I gave, that's the question we should be asking ourselves. How does mobility serve that? How does mobility help deliver products and services ever closer to the moment they're needed? All right? How does IoT and cloud help deliver products and services ever closer to the point of demand, ever closer to the point of need? And whether that's at a doctor or in a transportation facility, that's at my doorstep at home because I'm looking to get something in a few hours delivered from online. That's in a healthcare environment where the time from arrival at an emergency door till I'm treated is absolutely critical to the quality of life post that event.
But I want to talk about the connected enterprise, because if we take a look at this technology, we take a look at cloud, we take a look at mobile, we take a look at what can be delivered on these devices, the cool new capabilities, we're talking about the ability to deliver a connected enterprise. Not a bunch of silos, but a connected enterprise that can actually assemble and collect data from all angles of a company's business, but then make sense of that. Create smart workflows, utilize smart devices to be able to achieve results at the end of the day that matter to their bottom line, that make customers happy, that really deliver on the promise of what this technology is all about. And of course, the security that we spent so much time on, both on the mobile side and from Google perspective on the cloud side, is paramount. Because if I can help you walk through this, empower your employees, engage with customers, and create intelligent spaces, workplaces, enterprises, that's the connected enterprise at the end of the day. That's the tip of the iceberg in terms of a connected, intelligent enterprise.
Windows 10 brings together all the previously divergent Windows products. We used to have, Windows for Windows CE, Windows Mobile. There was a different version of Windows on Xbox. There was a different version of Windows on Windows Phone. But now they all share the same kernel, the same security model, which is just very important. So if we're patching holes, it gets patched across devices. The same management model. I'll talk about this a bit. Right now, the general practice is to have the way your desktops and laptops are managed as a specific system, maybe using SCCM. I deal with a lot of customers who are looking to migrate from Windows Mobile to something else, and they're looking at, so first they start looking at, what do we currently do? Okay, we need to do this, 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 and this. And they start to migrate that application, but when they are doing that, a lot of times they re-architect, because they haven't touched this stuff in a decade or so. They start to re-architect their backends. They use the cloud, they use more modern technologies. And then once they start doing that, they start to understand that there are way more scenarios that they can enable on this much more powerful device with a much more powerful back end.
You may say, well, what does that have to do with mobility? Well, all of that data is collected and sent up. And anytime we have an incident, like closing too fast or whatever, it stores a 5-second video, transmits that video up. We get an alert stating, hey, we had an incident that was a safety issue. Review the video and see if it's actually something the driver did bad, or was it something that the driver did good. In many cases, we get an incident and it's actually the driver did something good because a guy pulls directly in front of him. It issues an incident that you're following too close, but you can see that the driver backed off. And so there's two things. You can coach them for the bad things, but even better, having the opportunity to coach them on when they did something good.